Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So here's the crypto market right now. Bitcoin trading at 85.53, Ethereum 184, and XRP 0.262. Little bit of red right now as you're seeing the crypto market going down a little bit, but nothing significant, guys. You know, we saw a little bit of movement upward yesterday, but clearly not enough to make any significant impact on the market. And today, we're seeing a bit of a down day. But again, guys, this is XRP on the daily, by the way. We've been vacillating in this area for a while now, okay? You know, we've seen lows in the mid-20s, mid to low-ish 20. All right, we saw 22 cents back on September 24th when there was a big dump, a big crypto dump. And we were slowly climbing back up here, came all the way up to about 31.5 cents. Now we're trading at about 25.8. And if you look at Bitcoin, okay, we're looking at the same kind of thing, right? There was a crypto dump here on September 24th, right? Bitcoin went sub 8,000, then went all the way back up to over 10,000. So we know that there are buy orders in the market. We also know that there are buyers and sellers in the space looking to exchange, which is resulting right now in a fairly sideways market. Some people would say we're bearish. We're bearish on the micro trend, but that's not to say that the macro trend suggests the same, okay? Because overall, when you look at the bull run from last winter up until summer 2019 and then till now, we're in fall 2019, we're still seeing higher highs, right? Higher lows, and give it a few months, we are likely going to see even higher highs than that. Okay, Rekt Capital here, Rekt Capital says Bitcoin and crypto traders may miss a 4,000% gain if they're not careful. So this is what they mean by this, guys. This has to do with the entire cryptocurrency space. So they're talking about Bitcoin specifically because Bitcoin, of course, is the indicator. It is how the market decides to move. And they talk about the halving event, right? Every 4 years cuts the Bitcoin reward in half, reducing the amount of BTC that is mined. So Rekt Capital says they point to a massive surge in price of Bitcoin after its past two halving events, 3,420% and 4,080%. As for traders who are waiting for Bitcoin to drop another 10%, so when looking at this, traders might be thinking, well, you know, maybe I can catch another, you know, if it drops back under 7,000, if I can get it at 7,500 or whatever, maybe I'll pick up some more, getting back into this level of support. But Rekt Capital is suggesting that is maybe not the best plan. Rekt says they're playing the wrong game and may miss out on accumulating BTC before the next bull run. And they explain it all here in the tweet. Post-halving number 1, 3420. Post-halving number 2, 4,080%. So if you're waiting for BTC to drop an additional 10 to 15% before accumulating, you're playing the wrong game. They're clearly fairly bullish on Bitcoin and the crypto space as a whole. There's a chart here actually depicting that as well. So you guys can see it clearly here. And you can see the post-halving pump, okay, after that occurs. This is halving number 1 on November 2012 and halving number 2 on July 2016. And it may take a while. It might not happen right away, but there clearly is something to be said about this. So guys, big picture stuff. This isn't about small picture gains, you know, within, you know, I mean, it's always nice to get those gains if you can, but realistically, this is going to take a little more time. So look towards May 2020. And then I really think we will see Bitcoin price soar. And what does that mean for the rest of the crypto space? Well, I'll just put it to you this way. Back in, the summer, we saw Bitcoin go up to 14,000 approximately. Now let's go back to XRP on the daily, guys. If you're holding XRP, we went from, 30 cents up just past 50 cents within that same time frame. So guys, this is all very connected despite how you feel right now. And so BitLord, yes, BitLord, the guy who wanted to fork off XRP, because he wasn't happy with his investment, even says, if you're still bearish, you're delusional, nothing more to be said there. Now, he's talking about the entire crypto space as a whole. So not just one particular cryptocurrency, but I tend to agree. If you are bearish, you guys are playing the wrong game, probably shouldn't be into this space right now. Or maybe you just don't know and maybe you need to be educated, and that's okay as well. We saw this on Twitter from I Am Legion. Now guys, a lot of people give these deep divers a lot of flack, but realistically, if you look at the connections and you look at past Ripple partnerships, there's got to be something to be said about this. So this from I Am Legion at Payson2684986 on Twitter. Coincidences in quotes, and you got to take it with the context. So first snapshot here, Ripple talks with the People's Bank of China, key to Chinese blockchain market. So this a very obvious direct connection with Ripple and China. Again, this not a recent, but still, it really does show how Ripple is working around the globe to make things happen. So there's that. Then there's this R3 report, approaches to a central bank digital currency in Brazil. We know R3 does settle with the Court of Settler, and that settles with XRP. We've seen this as well from Bloomberg. Tata Consultancy Services will implement Reserve Bank of India's centralized information and management system for seamless data collection. Now, we know Ripple already has a big connection in India, but Tata Consulting, for those of you guys who don't know, Ripple and Tata formed a partnership a few months back. So again, now we've got to look at the companies that have partnered with Ripple and what they're doing. Finastra obviously unveils Fusion Treasury for Russia and CIS markets, and Finastra and Ripple also have a big partnership. So guys, it's just a matter of looking at putting these pieces together, looking at the who's who in the room. And you'll really get a good picture of how this could realistically unfold. I think Ripple is an unstoppable train. They have been working diligently to form these partnerships and to expand the XRP ecosystem, and that's exactly what they're doing. This from my personal life. So I'm going to show you guys, this is what my sister sent me. Okay, my sister is a lawyer, and she clearly knows I do the channel, and so she says this is what we've been told to look into at this point in her career: a practical guide to smart contracts and blockchain law. Okay, this is a new publication just out this year, March 2019. And so guys, lawyers are, and she's told me about conferences that she's been to as well, the legal system, governments all over the world, they're all trying to figure out how to incorporate blockchain within the law because they know the world is changing and they realize that they need to be on the right side of this thing because they'll just get mowed over. You know, they'll just get obliterated if they can't figure out what they need to do in order to work within this new system that is called blockchain and by extension cryptocurrency. And so I don't know if you guys saw this tweet on Twitter with regards to the former, I believe he's former CEO of PayPal, Roelof Botha. So Bank of America, guys, as you know, Bank of America has a Ripple connection, but Bank of America to terminate VC's account, crypto community reacts. So authorities in the United States have been deliberating on regulations for cryptocurrencies and its technologies for quite a while now. So I'm just reading here, and this obviously they talk about China, how they're looking to do their own cryptocurrency, and how mainstream banking has historically had a distaste for privacy coins, you know, cryptocurrencies that have thwarted the system. But get this, the Bank of America, a multinational investment bank and financial services firm, has fired one of its oldest customers, top venture capitalist Roelof Botha. So he posted this on November 18th. After being a customer at Bank of America for 20 years, I received this notice today that they decided to fire me as their customer with absolutely no explanation, saying that his personal checkings and savings account will end, and after careful review of your banking relationship, we've made the decision to close your account. Who does this? Especially for somebody who's been banking with you for so many years. Botha claimed that the bank informed him about the termination of his account without giving any reason for the same. And some people give some other accounts, including a 3-year-old's account was shut down because of her connection to crypto. That could have been somebody opening an account in their child's name and maybe funneling crypto through that. But here's what I find interesting. In the past, several banks across the country have warned cryptocurrency users, telling them that they could face account closures. However, a VC being on the receiving end of such a notice might be a first. Michael Arrington of Arrington XRP Capital and founder of TechCrunch responded to the incident and tweeted, "Bank of America just fired one of the top venture capitalists in Silicon Valley. My only guess is that he bought Bitcoin." Yes. And to me, that is literally one of the only possibilities I can think of as well. These banks aren't messing around anymore. And guys, how does this relate to XRP and Ripple? Well, even though technically XRP is a cryptocurrency, we also know that Ripple is looking to be as transparent as possible. They are going to change the way banking is done. And it kind of flies in the face of the counterculture ideology that is Bitcoin. And guys, this is why Bitcoin maximalists hate XRP so much, if you haven't figured it out. Now, I'm not a maximalist. I invest in Bitcoin. I have XRP as well. Sometimes it's prudent to play both sides. Ultimately, this game is about making money and where you will see your investment grow. But this to me just shows you that if a bank is going to take their business seriously, and I mean, I'm not suggesting that Bank of America should have closed this man's account because of a, cryptocurrency transaction or what have you, but I think that this is going to happen more and more often as we see, especially in the next bull run, when we see another bull run and we see the prices of coins soar, people cashing out, then people trying to get their money into their bank accounts. Guys, you will be surprised how many people will get frozen out. And this is why I always like to tell my viewers this. This is not financial advice specifically, but this is advice if you're invested in cryptocurrency. Open up a separate checking account that isn't associated with your day-to-day bills, because the last thing you want is to funnel money from your cryptocurrency investment into your everyday checking account and for that account to be frozen and then all your bills cannot be paid from that account. That is the last thing you want. So I would suggest opening up a separate account altogether. And if that one gets frozen, at least you can work through it. You can show all your paperwork to show, I'm above board. I plan on paying my taxes, so on and so forth. So that's just what I think about that. But it's an interesting time we're living in, folks, when venture capitalists, CEOs in Silicon Valley are getting frozen out of their 30, how long has this guy been with Bank of America? Anyway, he's been with them for a while. But when they're getting frozen out of their accounts, we know that governments in the rest of the regulated world aren't going to take too kindly to people trying to thwart their laws with cryptocurrencies any further. And I think more and more this will be essentially a boon for Ripple, because more and more companies will realize, well, if we use Ripple technology, we'll be able to track things faster, more efficiently, more effectively. Payments will go through faster. Everything's recorded on the ledger. It's all transparent. Everybody will be able to see the transactions and track them. So this is the new frontier of banking, and Ripple is paving the way. I saw this from Stephen Bull from the DApp at DAppSun on Twitter. And think about this, guys. For every XRP you add more in your stack, the supply of XRP is less available for other people and even for Ripple. You are confident that you are control of your own wealth. Unlike the dollar, you hold your hard-earned dollars while the Fed keeps printing away. I couldn't agree more, guys. The more we hodl XRP, the less there is supply. Therefore, the more XRP will need to cost in order for some of those larger transactions to go through when the time comes. But anyways, guys, that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.